66 people died in February this year when an Iran Asiman Airlines ATR 72-500 crashed into the Dinar Mountains as it approached Yasuo Airport in Isfahan province. The crash is a stark reminder of the bad state of the country's aviation industry. Only days earlier, a Kisham Air Fokker 100 was forced into an emergency landing at Mashhad Airport. The ATR-72 had a solid 30-year reputation for safety and reliability in all climatic conditions from Arctic winters to African summers and had registered only 15 accidents from 944 aircraft in service. A 2017 International Civil Aviation Organization ICAO report shows there was only one fatality per 16 million flights and a total of 152 incidents worldwide. In the first 2 months of 2018, Iran's airlines make up 45% of the total air crash fatalities. During that time there have been 16 previous incidents, with the Asiman Airlines crash making it 17. Since 2009 there have been 20 airplane crashes in Iran and 303 fatalities. That's 2% of the world's airplane crashes and 6% of the deaths. Photos and videos of both incidents appear on social media, but no official expert opinion on the technical reasons for the events followed, leading the rumour community to speculate further on the reasons behind Iran's poor air safety record. It was thought sanctions had caused Iran's aviation industry's increased incidents and accidents because of elderly aircraft and shortage of parts for maintenance. However, since the 2015 nuclear deal giving Iran access to new aircraft and parts, the situation hasn't improved. There is little evidence available regarding Iran's poor aviation record because there is never a full report that covers all aspects of any incidents. Iran's Civil Aviation Organization IR-CAO tends to blame the pilots. Iran's media blames the age and type of aircraft involved. No one blames the decision-making process or the maintenance and safety standards. The IR-CAO has a history of dubious decision-making. In 2009 they banned the use of the Russian-made Antov 140 in Iran following a series of accidents. However, the Iranian version of the plane, the Iran 140, wasn't taken out of service despite the frequent overheating problems and its Klimov turboprops, and despite 3 fatal incidents killing all on board. It wasn't until a further fatal crash during takeoff that the Iranian government overruled the IR-CAO and banned the use of the aircraft. The government also instigated a full inquiry which concluded the Iran 140 aircraft was structurally unsuitable for Iran's dry climate. The appointed investigation committee concluded that the fault was something any aerospace engineer could have told them 20 years earlier, primarily because it used engines originally designed for helicopters. Iranian Airlines replaced their Russian and Ukrainian fleet with older Airbus 320s and McDonnell Douglas 82/88 aircraft. But only months later a Western-built Iran airplane crashed at Urmia. The cause? Ice on the wings. Airplanes continue to crash in Iran, skid off runways, landing gear malfunctions, lose engine power, all problems related to poor maintenance and failed safety routines, rather than hazardous aviation incidents. This lack of transparency in investigating the air crashes extends throughout Iran's aviation industry. The financial details are masked in mystery. Iran Air has orders for 80 Boeings, 110 Airbus planes, as well as 12 more ATR-72s. Iranian Airlines have outstanding orders for 120 Boeings and 173 Airbus units. So far, deliveries have been limited. Ms. Farzana Sharafbafi, Iran Air's CEO, says they have licenses from the United States to receive the new planes, and initial payments for the ordered aircraft have been assisted by Iran's National Development Fund, itself financed by government oil revenue. Iran Air Finance Department said Iran Air cannot fund the down payment for the rest of its orders on its own. Iran Air executives and Iranian authorities are in negotiation with Airbus seeking credit lines to finance the order. Iran is continuing to work with the Financial Action Task Force, or FATF, the international watchdog on money laundering and terrorist finance and proceeds. Currently, the international community blacklists some Iranian banks. Western banks seem unwilling to become involved. However, the new airplanes delivered will not allow the Iranian airline companies to maintain their current network commitments without continued use of its old, tired and poorly maintained fleet. The previous spate of flight tragedies look likely to last for years to come. Flying in Iran, it's a risky business. Passengers are 3 times more likely to be involved in a fatal accident compared to the global average.